So this is a 2016 Wrangler. It's 9 years old. We've got some issues here with the hinges. And from what I've read, it seems to be that there's dissimilar metals. We've got steel and aluminum on the inside, and that's creating this bubbling and corrosion. So I want to take care of this, and we'll see. Well, I've never done body work before, so we'll see how it goes. So this is the other side of the vehicle, and you can see it's even a little bit worse. It's corroding and it's even chipping away, and it's leaving a mark down here on the step. Okay, so these are some of the supplies that I've got in no particular order. I've got some primer for auto. I've got the perfect match color, which actually is the correct color. It's the black, pitch black PX8 for that particular paint job on the Jeep. And then I got some clear coat too, so we'll see if that's something that's needed. I'm pretty sure I'll want that on at the end. I also got some new hinge liners. Apparently these will be better than those aluminum hinge liners that are in there. I'm gonna bang out the old ones and put in some new ones. I've got to take the paint off, the original paint. So I've got these items and some sandpaper as well. I want to make sure we don't have issues again. I'm going to use that. We don't get newspapers anymore, so you've got to have this for your overspray, and some other PPE stuff, masks, and some goggles that you probably wore in high school in a biology class. So what I've decided is to actually take the doors off to do this. I know a lot of people take the hinges off and want to do them one by one. I think I'm going to try. I just don't want to cut around here, and I'm just afraid I'm going to muck it up a little bit. So I think it's going to be easier for me to just take the door off and deal with the hinges as they sit. So I'm going to use my handy kit here. I think there's the T50 ratchet part in here, and that's what I'm going to use. Did you know that there's a spot in here that you can actually put these? If you're one of the people that takes your doors off, I mean, you can put them right here. It actually says door hinges. Okay, so now I'm going to go into down here, and because we want to take the door off. So I've lowered the window already just to make it easier for me, and now we've got to disconnect this guy up in here, which I don't even know that you can see. So I'm going to just reach in and hopefully get him. There's a button you have to push, and then you're going to pull down. And when you get it, it's going to look something like this. And this is the button that you're pushing. And this is what you're pulling down on. And you have to unhook this guy here. Helps you from your door swinging open. And just unhook them from here, which you think would be easy. Apparently I'm too wide. Still trying. There we go. I'm going to tuck it all in here. And now we'll take the door off. So I'm going to put the door at about 90 degrees, or well, as close as you can get to 90 degrees. Now it's been 9 years. I have never taken the doors off. So this could be an ordeal. We're going to see if I can do it or not. I don't know what's going to happen. Tune in later.
Ta-da! My neighbor helped me lever the doors up and off with a piece of wood. Finally got the doors off, and you can see these hinges. Holy smokes.
Okay, so now I'm going to try to remove these liners. These are the old liners that are in here. This is the tool that was provided in the kit that I bought. Let's see if I can do this. So far, not good. And it's stuck. Well, it's been an ordeal to get these hinge liners out. This is actually the next day. I've let them soak with penetrating oil. I've banged them down a little bit with, or peeled them back with a screwdriver on the inside. And I finally was able to bang up that tool and pop them out. And now I'm just gonna get this tool out of here. It should come out pretty good. And there it's out. Okay, let's go to the other side. Let me show you some stuff. Over here, this is me wiggling it in right there. I've been banging it in with a screwdriver, and it's been soaking and soaking and soaking. I've got it down not very far. So I will bang it out with the tool, and hopefully it comes out. We'll see. It worked on the other side. We'll see if it works on this side. And then it's going to be time to fix these hinges, because boy, they look terrible. Okay, I'm going to try to film this, and we'll see how this goes. Because I'm banging, and the camera's just hanging out there, and it'll probably fall over. This is the satisfying part, because I've been hitting it, and it's actually like popping out here. That happens sometimes. Oh, and there it is. It's going to come off. I'm going to grab my pliers, which are nowhere near around here. And there she be. And one ugly critter. That's what came out of there. Now I gotta bang this guy out. It's not so hard. Then I'll just get him from the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to clean out this gungy old hinge. See if I can get my cloth down in through here, and then I'm gonna just like, need to do better than that. Try it again. Yeah, I got her. And just like I'm shining a pair of shoes from the 1950s or something. Here we go. Lots of crud falling out. Well, it's better. Not perfect, but better. That one I did. Can you see in there? You can see all my little scratches on the top too. Oh, and then down here. See all my little scratches at the top from the screwdriver. But other than that, it's not bad. It's going to have a new liner in it anyway. But at least it's nice and clean. I can lube it up. So that other thing will fit in, the new liner. Okay, here's another morning where I'm starting off my day with shreddies, apparently. This is what we're gonna get this guy down to bare metal today. And this one, that guy's looking pretty good, so I don't think we're gonna do anything with this guy. Let's go around and look at the other side. Got him down to bare metal. And this guy too. Okay, final stage coming up. I have to replace these things like every 10 minutes, not even that, every 5 minutes. Maybe every 1 minute. It's not good. Yep, I keep using the same one even though it's all messed up. I don't know how much more use I can get out of this one. But you know what? It's coming out pretty smooth. Okay, now that I've got this little sanding disc on a little tighter, it seems to not be, getting all floppy on me. It's working a lot better. Pretty smooth. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, we're in the garage now, and I'm going to just take a look at the passenger door. And you know what? I'm just going to sit down here. This does not look bad at all. That is nice. And this one down here has a little chip, and other than that, it's pretty good. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna work on that little chip, and I'm not gonna do like a whole bunch of other stuff. For 2016, those hinges are looking pretty nice. So I'm just gonna do a little touch up on that bottom guy there. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot. Not 100% smooth yet. Getting there. Okay, that might be ready in a second for some primer when we're ready to do that. Let's take a peek at the driver's door. This hinge has a little bubble right there that I'm deciding if I want to deal with or not. I guess I better while I'm doing it. And then this poor hinge. I'm going to have to do something with that guy. And then he'll need to be painted up a little bit. But I'm not taking him off. He's going to stay on there, so we'll see how it goes. Well, you might not believe me, but this is very smooth. So I think we're ready to go here. It doesn't look smooth, but it's good for a layer of paint. Maybe I feel one little spot there. Other than that, it's feeling pretty good. So there's 3 coats of primer on these little spots right now. And this guy, I haven't started yet. That little chip down there, but I'm gonna do him too. And yes, I'm a little overprotective. Yeah, there's lots of bagging going on, but you know what? I don't like overspray. So wait till we go outside, we'll see what that's all about. So there's 2 coats on this guy. Needs 1 more coat, and might need to be sanded too, and that's okay. And then we'll go outside and look at this other thing. So, okay, here we go with this hinge. I'm gonna do the primer on it. You can see I use garbage bags and hope for the best. I'm hoping for minimal overspray here. Okay, this is just a light coat to get started. So there's one coat of primer on there. It's looking like a nice matte finish, and it doesn't look like there's really any imperfections. Well, I've got lots of garbage bags over here because it is a little breezy today, as you can see. That's it, that's coat 2. Well, I forgot about these bolts at the bottom of the hinges, so I'm gonna have to give them a coat of paint. You know what, they're not terrible, but I think I'll just you know, hold them with you know, the channel lock and spray them, and I think they'll be fine. And I also wanted to do a little show and tell. Look at these liners that came out of there. They're pretty ugly, eh? Holy smokes, they were done in really good. And then me trying to bang them out just made a huge mess. They just look terrible. So anyway, I'm glad those are gone. Here's what the hinge looks like with some primer on it. It turned out pretty good. At the top, you can see it's still a little rough up here, but you know what? It was like that already. So I'm just gonna spray over it, and you know, who the heck's gonna see it? This was the hinge, it was good, and I'll go around to the other side so you can see. There we go here. You can see that the primer came out really good. I'm so happy with this. So we're gonna get the actual paint color on today, and even the clear coat. And then we'll be putting the doors on, and not the same day, but we'll be putting the doors on soon enough. These guys here are a little patchier than the other ones. I might do a little sanding on these guys because I think it's needed. And then we'll do the other coats. I've sanded this area that I primed, and it's actually pretty smooth now, so I'm hoping that's ready for the actual paint color. Down here, it's pretty good. You know what? It's not perfect, but I'm hoping it'll come out nice. So I've painted these bolts 3 times, so I figure that's good enough. I'm not going to do any clear coat. They're just bolts, so they look pretty good. I'm not going to worry about that. This is my setup with all the garbage bags, but you know what? They're working pretty well. I just poked a little hole, and the hinges just popped right out. Then you tape around them and all's good. So this is 3 coats of the paint color on the hinge, and you know what? It's not bad at all. Pretty happy with it. I mean, you can see that there's, you know, it's not 100% smooth, but it looks pretty good. We'll get the clear coat on there now. All the painting's done. It's time to do the door hinge liners. Here's the new ones I'm going to put in. They're just plastic, but at least they're not going to cause any corrosion. And I'm just going to give them a little squirt on the outside of some lubricant, and hopefully they'll slide in nicely. Had to use this mallet, but you know what? It went in pretty nicely. Okay. So I put some lithium grease on here just before we slide the door in. So this is the lithium grease I'm using. It says you can use it on metal to plastic surfaces, so that's what I'm doing. There it is on there. And with the help of my neighbor, we're going to get the door on. Here's the finished hinges. They look pretty good for a guy that's not quite sure what he's doing. I did make a little mark there with the tape, but overall, pretty pleased. And because I never took the hinges off the door with these bolts, watch this. Closes like butter. No realignment necessary. So if you like this video, let me know in the comment section, and I might reply to you because I'm an old retired guy. I've got nothing else better to do.
Here's the finished product. Not bad.
So I never used this wire wheel brush or this wrapping paper craft stuff. I ended up using plastic bags and drop sheets, but I did use this blaster. That helped so much with getting the liners out. They were stuck like crazy, and this really helped. So overall, not too bad with my purchases, and I get to return some things, so I'm happy about that. Not a ton, but woohoo!